Most undignified. Most undignified. Very much so. But yeah, a nice foreshadow. On that note though, hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we went with Shulk, our trusty Monado boy, and how we ended up finding a guy who actually knows about the Monado. And, not to mention, from that, we also gathered a new Polo member in the form of Melia. And get straight into her gameplay. She's very asleep right now. very not exciting. There we go, that's a word. Anyway, Melia is very weird in contrast to the amount of characters who we've seen thus far. Shulk, he's been position based and offensive. Rhyme, the lughead, the tank who can take hits. Dunban, a defensive combo master and the master of auras. Sharla, the healer and supporter. Melia, she actually incorporates a lot of those characters' traits. Everyone except for Rhyme. Because Melia, most of her art incorporates standing in the background and incorporating buffs. You see those orbs of light above Melia's head? They're actually ether particles, and each one actually has an effect on various character traits. If you look at Dunban right now, you'll notice that he has many buffs above his head. That's coming from Melia and her various arts. In a nutshell, the ones we have here, a Summon Flare that actually increases their physical defense, and Summon Bolt increases their ether attack. And each time you use it, it adds up to her talent art, which is Elemental Discharge. Essentially, you sacrifice the buff you give to your party to unleash a heavy offensive attack. So, in a nutshell, Melia's got the combo and a narcolepsy, apparently.
That's good for affinity grinding.
Indeed. And each one of her elemental discharges, and they go in order of the elements in which you're using current. So essentially, Melia has the support assistance of Sharla, and she has the combo attack of Dunban with her element, and she even has a bit of an offensive streak to her in terms of Shulk. However, the one thing that she does not do well in is that she is a bit of a glass cannon.
Yep.
Once she gets the aggro, she's going to be in trouble. But if we pause for a second, I just want to take in Melia's design. I just love it to bits, especially considering the Definitive Edition looks that they gave her. Her face looks a lot smoother. She looks more elegant. I would want to use the term cute, but either way, it just looks great. They've really done a bang-up job, especially in detailing her attire
And her hair as well.
You can see stitching. You can see patterns a lot clearer. It's just a visual marvel. But like I say, the Melia curls. Look at them, so bouncy. If anyone is able to style their hair like that, I'd love to see it, dude. Either way though, we got a pretty lady in a pretty environment with a lot of the pretty aspects. Except for this thing, it's kind of ugly. This is a new enemy, an Eeks. You'd honestly think it'd be the offensive type. Actually no, the other you just saw, it's got barrier. It actually increases its physical defense. So this thing is kind of a tank. As you can probably tell, it's not doing much to Dunban in terms of offense. So it is kind of a slow one. But anyway though, onwards to, well, I was going to say Melia's other attacks, but then this Ansel decided to enjoy its time. Another attack of Melia is Hypnotize. Essentially, it's like it's a Charlotte's Tranquilizer, adding more to the comparisons. Her other attack is Spear Break. It knocks the enemy back, and just like Shulk's positioning, if hit right, it actually inflicts slow. And her last attack on board is Shadow Stitch. Basically, it inflicts bind on the enemy, making positioning a lot better. One final thing to add about Melia's arts. You can tell which ether is going to be used next, based on their positioning. On the left, to the right, and then on top. And one final note, each elemental discharge incorporates different types of damage. If you couldn't tell, Flare's fire, and Summon Bolt is electric, the list goes on and on and on. So, yeah, Melia is definitely an interesting character to use, and I will be honest, during our first playthrough of this, we didn't use Melia that much because, for me personally, I'm a go head in full offensive bloke.
Not to mention, it's kind of hard to understand how Melia works, because her talent art is how you discharge elementals.
So, it's not poorly clear. However, during our first initial Let's Play of this game, we actually got a more appreciation for her. You know what? I actually like her style a lot more than what I did. It's very fun and very strategic, and in a JRPG, and more elements of combat, the better there is. It's not just an MMO style of gameplay in which everyone just does the same attacks but just with a different hat. And essentially, every character has their own playstyle, and I love it. Love it to bits. Melia hated the bird so much she decided to rip the wings and took blood from creature. Don't mess with Melia, she will beat the hell out of you. But now, if you go back onto the track, in case you ever get lost, just follow the pathway right here and you should be fine. Luckily, the map here and mini-map is a lot more defined. Speaking about being more defined, look at that. Have you ever seen such a bright and ambient thing in the video game? It looks so gorgeous.
Especially at night.
We haven't really seen a great deal of the music. Well, seen more like heard. So you know what? We'll just relax and let's listen to Machner at night. I gotta say, it's a real good, peaceful song. This song was done by Japanese composer Minami Kiyota. And my god, is it a great track, and it's been greatly remastered as well. And judging from the architecture, I say we've arrived. You're not on there bouncing. And we're just gonna take time just admire the luminescence. Now, in the original game, these ornaments placed on these areas, they weren't really that defined or that noticeable. But at night though, they look so good.
Yeah.
So much so, and Melia decided to bow so much. I can appreciate that. I just love this so much, and it's gonna get even better. Remember how I mentioned in the beginning, where I said, "See that tree? We can go there." Well, guess what? That man jumped for joy on that. Alrighty. I will say though, you wouldn't want to fall down. These things, although they're nice and timid right now, you don't want to mess with them.
No.
Just say that. Another downside to Melia really quick is that her ether art are massive nebula magnets. Even worse than Charlotte, so be warned on that one. But it looks like we've arrived at the village of Nopon. The place just keeps on getting better.
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live?
Ah, Bird Lady! Welcome back, Bird Lady!
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure!
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
Hum!
Hum here! Hum here!
Hum who? Hum who?
Hum everywhere! Me want touch hum.
Me want nibble hum. Hum taste pih! Hum scary! Oh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here! Bird Lady here!
Melia back! Bird Lady back!
Bird Lady?
My dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Aerith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well. That girl. Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
Shulk, in your experience with this girl, she slapped you, and she has said she is not fond of Hom's male. You ain't got the best track record, dude, but what does is this region. How I mentioned that Magna Forest was one of my favourite regions in this game. This is a big reason why. Oh, good times are coming. Just can't help but put a smile on your face. But the good times will have to wait until next time, everyone. So, with that, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like it. If you dislike it, well then, get out of this area. This ain't for you. But if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. It's okay, Nopon. Hang in there. Someone get that guy a jacket, he's shivering. He doesn't want to look behind him. That view, man. That view. We'll see you next time, guys.